Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to contour your face. It's something that I've been asked to do for a while now. A lot of you guys have messaged me saying that you struggle to contour or what shades of contour suits your skin tone. So I'm going to try and go through the whole contour subject today. So yeah, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave that big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be part of my little YouTube fam here on YouTube. And yeah guys, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so let's just get right into the video. So before I start, I've already done my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and just put on foundation and concealer, as well as setting it with some powder. That is all I've done so far, so I am now ready to contour and finish off the rest of my makeup. But of course, I'm going to be showing you how I contour on camera, just to kind of give you ideas on techniques that you can use to do it yourself. And I will also leave my eyebrow routine and my foundation routine in the description box below as well, just in case you want to check that out. Okay, so I'm first going to start off with the best products to use when it comes to contouring, because you really want something that's going to blend out flawlessly and doesn't leave any harsh lines, so speaking. Honestly, the last thing you want is having tiger stripes on the side of your face. Like, that's not the look we're going for. So I'm going to show you the products that I use to contour, and then I'm also going to show you the products that I've used over the years to contour on myself as well as on other clients. So when I contour my face, I always use this. This is the Urban Decay Naked Shapeshifter Contour Palette. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So you've got your more warm tone contour and you've got your more cool tone contour. So depending on what skin tone you have two shades to go from here. So the way that it works is if you're very pale, if your skin is very fair looking, you will use a more cool tone contour. That is what's going to flatter your skin the best. And what I mean by cool is like contour colours that have more grey in them, that look more cool looking, more ashier looking. Whereas this one is more orangey, more bronzy looking. It's got a lot of kind of warm undertones to it, which is suitable for more warm skin tones, more tan skin tones. Now you can probably imagine that this colour would not flatter my skin whatsoever. I do not use this on myself at all, but I do use this shade like a lot, like it's reach pant. And I feel like a lot of people that have more pale skin tones struggle to find a good contour. Like, I see pale people and they have orange stripes down the side of their face, and that's not going to flatter their skin whatsoever, as you can imagine, as more cool tone contour shades will flatter their skin the best. Now, I am very fair in terms of skin tone. As you can see, I am very pale, but I do like to use a foundation that's ever so slightly more tanned and more on the warmer side, so as that I can get away with using more warm tones. Because me personally, I do use a lot of cool tones, but I also balance it out with some warm tones as well, just so as that I have kind of like a bronzy kind of shadow effect going on. And a lot of people ask me what the difference between bronzer and contour is. Bronzer is more such just to kind of bronze up your face a little bit, hence the name. And it's meant to give your face just a little bit of colour and a little bit of sculpt to it. It's not meant to contour your face. Bronzer also kind of helps you map out where you're going to place your contour before it. I usually contour and then bronze. That's just how I do it. I know a lot of people like to bronze then contour, because bronzing does kind of map out where you do want to put your contour. But yeah, if you are more on the paler side, then this cool tone shade would be perfect for you. Again, you do want to use it with moderation, because pale skin tones, because their skin is so pale and so light, it will reflect colours magnificently. So you do need to use contour shades or blushes very, very gently. So bear in mind, if you are really pale, just use it to moderation. So go in with a really light hand at first, and if you want more colour, just build it up. Never go in with too much, because always start with less and build it up. It's like eyeshadow, you start with the lightest shade and then you build up the darker tones. And then the next thing that I would always go in with is bronzer, and for bronzer for me, I always go in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. So if you don't know what the Hoola bronzer looks like, this is what it looks like here. Yes, I really need to get a new one. This is actually one of the smaller ones. This is what the normal size one looks like. So that's the travel size one, that's the normal one. This is the Hoola Light, so this is suitable more towards lighter skins. It's just a lighter bronzer that suits more pale skin tones because, as you can see, there is a clear difference between the two. This one's more warm, this one's more mostly on the cooler side, and it's a lot more lighter as well, so it doesn't give you that really bronzy kind of effect, but this is definitely buildable. I've tried this on myself and it's just, it doesn't really appear on my skin tone. Like, as you can see, it is pretty much the same as my skin tone. But I do use the original Hoola bronzer, but I do use it with moderation. I do not use too much because this is very warm tone, and it's got a very orangey undertone to it, so it can make you go really orange really fast if you don't use it the correct way. Again, this would suit more tan skin tones perfectly. This is also another product that I use. I only use this product when I don't have a lot of makeup on. So I will use this product when I don't have foundation on. On days where I just do eyebrows, contour and highlight, this is when I would use this product. Because my skin is very, very, very pale, but I do like to go a little bit darker, like ever so slightly darker in foundation, as you know, to put some colour in my face and not make me look dead. This is the NYX Single Shadow in SOS. Now, when you look at it, it is very, very grey toned. It's very cool toned, so it will flatter and suit pale skins perfectly. But yeah, I only use this when I do not have foundation on, and I just use it to chisel at my cheekbones ever so slightly, and it looks like the perfect contour shade, and it just looks like a little bit of a shadow. I don't overly contour when I don't have foundation on, just because it doesn't really look right at all, but I use this to make it look as if I do have a bit more of a shadow, a bit more raised cheekbones when I don't have foundation on. But again, if you do have fair skin, you do want to use this with moderation because it's very pigmented. Like I said, fair skins do reflect colour magnificently, like a lot. And in case you're wondering what I mean by reflect colours, I mean like it will show up. If you use too much of this, it will be there. It will literally look like, it will stick out like a sore thumb. Basically, it will be so obvious that you contoured using grey. But that's not what it's all about. When you contour, it's meant to look somewhat realistic and natural, if that makes sense, but more on like the glam side, I suppose. It kind of differs depending on what effect you're going for. The next product I'm going to talk about, and that I feel like everyone has by now, I could be wrong, but at least everyone will have heard of this product. It's been around for a long time, it's been around for a while now, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. And this is in light medium. So this is what it looks like. I do use this sometimes. I used to use this a lot before I got my Urban Decay Shapeshifter Contour Palette. But I used to use this like constantly, and it actually hurt pan, but I did buy some refills and cleaned it up a little bit because it was a mess. So again, same idea, you have your more warmer shades and it does go down to more cool tone shades. So this is the lighter shade, it's very cool toned. Along with this one, I feel like this one's kind of in between, but it has got a lot of cool tone colours in it as well as some warm tones. So it's a perfect balance between, if you're not too pale but you're not too tanned, this would be a perfect contour shade for you. If you're really pale, this would be a great contour shade for you because it does have quite a bit of cool kind of grey tones in it, but again, use it with moderation. And this would be perfect for more tan skin tones. But yeah, I'm now going to get into how I contour. So the first brush that I take is the Real Techniques contour brush, and then I grab my Urban Decay Shapeshifter contour palette, and I'm going to be using this more cool tone shade here. And I'm just going to dip my brush in it a few times, tap off the excess, because the last thing we want is to have tiger stripes on the side of our face, which again is what we're not going for. There is different methods of contouring, so a lot of people like to hold their brush from the top corner of the ear down to the corner of the mouth, and that is where you'll typically want to contour. Back when I first learned how to contour, the most popular way of doing it is by sucking in your cheeks, so like this. And it would kind of give you an idea of where the hollows of your cheeks are, and that's where you want to contour. But for me, I found like when I done that, because I'm a guy, my cheekbones are lower than a woman's cheekbones would be. So my contour was reasonably low. I think my contour was like somewhere around about here. And by the time I blended it out and buffed it all out, it was really low. And I didn't really like the effect that that gave. So what I do is I do kind of still suck in my cheekbones like this. But I don't as such go in the hollow of my cheekbones. I kind of like go up a little bit further. So as that my cheekbones look more pushed up and a little bit more feminine. Because that's just how I like to look. So yeah, I'm just going to tap a little bit of this on my brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and roughly, lightly sketch out where I want my contour to be. So, roughly around about there is when I want to start. And I'm just working very, very lightly. And that is your face roughly contoured. So I do go back in and build it up a little bit more before I apply any bronzer. Just to kind of define it a little bit more at the bottom. So I will go in ever so slightly again. And just kind of bring it down a little bit more. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so I have now went in and contoured the other side of my face just to kind of get them matching. So depending on how big or small your forehead is, determines on how much you're going to contour your forehead. So I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to grab a little bit and just tap off the excess. I like to start from the top and concentrate most of the colour at the top, so as that it looks like it's coming down, so it looks like your forehead's receding and coming down in a, like an ombre effect almost. So I'm going to concentrate most of the colour up here. Okay, I like to bring it down the side of my face and kind of connect it up with my contour here and kind of blend it up. Just kind of lightly blending it out. And then I kind of start to work on my temples a little bit as well. So I kind of just like to bring it into the centre in my forehead. And just kind of bringing it down. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on the other side of my face as well. Okay, so now that I've done the other side as well, and now that it all looks symmetrical and it kind of ties in, I'm now going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. And I'm also going to go in with the MAC 168 brush, which is a little bit dirty because I've already used it before I done this. So I apologise for that. And I'm literally just going to dip this in like 1, 2. Brush off the excess, like literally just smack the excess off because you do not want too much of this. And this you kind of want to work into the bottom of your cheekbones, just because it kind of gives it like kind of like that ombre effect. So think of it as putting your contour shade down as your transition shade. This shade, your bronzer, is going to kind of make it ever so slightly warmer and a little tiny bit darker and more intense. So I'm kind of just going to go and use the angle of this and use the side of the brush and just kind of like going with the bottom and kind of flick it up as well. And now kind of like bring it down towards my mouth, and I kind of just bring it up ever so slightly as well. And as you can see, it just intensifies it that little tiny bit more. And I'm just going to go in and do kind of like the same with my forehead. I'm going to concentrate most of the colour right in the corner of my forehead and blend it out. Just right in the corner and blending that colour out. As you can see, it really just adds colour into your face and just helps sculpt your face that little bit more. So in terms of contouring my nose, I don't really contour it a lot nowadays. I usually just run some bronzer down the sides of my nose and underneath, and then I just call it a day and just blend it out a little bit. So I just grab a little bit more of my Hoola bronzer and I kind of just dip into it with this NYX number 16 brush ever so slightly, and I kind of run down the sides of my nose ever so slightly, and then I can just kind of adds colour into my nose and kind of helps like sculpt it a little bit as well. And yeah guys, that is just how I usually contour, and that's the products that I personally use that works for my skin tone the best. I'm now just going to go and finish off the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So yeah guys, that is today's video done. I do apologise for not uploading last week on Foundation Friday. I've just been so busy trying to get things sorted. And yeah guys, if this video helps you at all when it comes to contouring, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me coming soon. I would really appreciate that too. But yeah guys, that's it for today, and I will see you all again soon. Bye guys.